right. We made it somehow. Simulator Sundays did happen on the 23rd of April, 2023. So I had shut down my PC in preparation. You know, I'm running it all day. I'm doing stuff on it, editing videos, going in and moving stuff around here in the Mateo community server where we are today. Saving a haircut, 2 bits. And so I shut my machine down right around an hour ago. And when I went to turn it back on, it did not respond. It literally did not turn on. It was like, oh shit, now what? So I do have another machine. It was my backup machine, which is, you know, pretty much in a different room. So I went and grabbed that and plugged it in, and I have nothing on it because I rebuilt it a couple weeks ago just completely. So it has Windows on it, updates, and that's about it. Nothing else. So OBS, you know, none of this stuff. So I was like, oh my God. So I took the other one in the room where it's a little bit cooler. I think it got too hot because I'm in the garage, the door is on. But when I shut down, it just didn't respond. So when I swapped out the machines, I came back, you know, I took the other one in the room, it turned on. I was like, oh, good. So I shut my backup down, and I brought that one back out here and then re-plugged everything in, and it fired up. So Simulator Sundays is happening today. It almost didn't. I mean, I didn't have the screenshots. I didn't have anything. I'm watching on the OBS here. See what's going on. So we're in La Mirada today. I believe we were in La Mirada last week too, doing some flat switching. But we're going to be in La Mirada, and we got customer pickups to do here with R-CAL0071. Probably some other ones in here. If we let's see if it works. Here we go. So here's where we're dealing on the map in the La Mirada Industries here. What happens if I squeeze it down? Oh, that looks pretty good. So move this down like this. So we're on page 8 of the depot server's San Bernardino sub PDF. We'll just do that right there. And so that means that you can follow along if you want. I'm going to get rid of that right now. And actually, let me bring it back up because we are right here in this yard right here. There's 800 tracks. And we're going to go around and pick up all this stuff. So it's going to be more than just 71. I believe 81 is over here as well. And what's that? INP is right. This guy, that's right there. So we're going to go ahead and get those first. And I'm getting yelled at to do the horns, but, you know, we'll do the horns in a minute when we get there. Got to settle down just a little bit. And since that one's over there, we're going to go around. We'll have to probably yank this one off first. We can come in last and get it. But so we're on the Mateo community server again today. Spent about 5.5 hours yesterday on the depot server doing plus work, and I'm good to be back. It's great to be back here in Mateo because basically did for free yesterday. Dropped some stuff off, and yeah, spent a lot of time. Rail Fanning and CSX Trains, how you doing? Welcome. Let me see, make sure. Okay, yep. We got everything going here. Can you be a moderator? Talking about for YouTube? Well, usually when anybody asks, the answer is no. Gonna leave the bell running. I don't have jingle bells. So we're going to come over here. We're going to pick this guy from INP. Got to watch our speed here. We're going to be going downhill in just a second. So we have two SD45s today. The Santa Fe 5644 and what's the other one? 5637. We're doing quite a bit of oh, we're gonna hit it hard. Hello, how are you doing? Hit that car a little bit hard, but it's not mad at us. It's all right. We're gonna leave the air off now until we get so that means I can disconnect the air hoses. Don't need these connected. If we have any other ones, we will, but I think we're good there. Well, let's get on running back and forth like a chicken with my head cut off. So we're going to go up the hill here. I really like having the SD45s here in La Mirada because we get some pretty heavy trains here, especially with some of these grades. And it's really nice. Really nice when we can have some extra power to move things around. All right, so we don't give out moderators, so yeah, stop asking. All right, so we're gonna pass. I think we're gonna go. I think I shut myself down back here. Do we have anything else to pick on? We'll take a flight around. We haven't really looked too much to see what we have in the area here to pick. Nothing here, so we got to go back this way. All right, so I thought there was more here than there is. Okay, so all these are empty. Well, there's one there, but that's going to be pole. That's going to be pole. And that's going to be pole. That will be in the same direction that we have now, so we might come around and grab that. And I believe there are some back here as well. Nope. Well, no, yeah, there would be, because if we go that way, I don't know. Come all the way around. Let's see what we got. Let's go and do it all the way around. We can grab everything at once here. This is a small industry. I'm going to pull past the switch here. Okay. No. Whoops. We want that switch. Turn this way. The next one that we want to go there, so we can go all the way around, and we'll ride on the front of the cars here. I got to go all the way around, though, to the other side. We can go through the middle yard. Then I think we're facing the wrong way. Or those picks that we were just looking at. I did put a link for the enhancement server down below. That link's only going to be good for the next 7 days. Going a little too fast here. There's no crossing there, so we did not bother beeping through that thing. The yard speed's 15. We're doing 18. That should be okay. See anybody getting butthurt over that? You can definitely hear the sound that I have. I changed the overall engine sound. So you're hearing the traction motors now. If we go inside, we can't see nothing, but turn on the gauge lights here. As I get up too fast, it'll definitely start whining on me, but I was using RJ sounds, they're great, and then somebody else had put one in the Mateo Discord, said, hey, you know, I did this all for free. They won't let it on the enhancement server because I haven't spent enough time doing it or something. I don't remember what the whole deal was. So I grabbed it, dumped it in there, and it said, yeah, it sounds good. So I can get in front now. Get up close, hit E to get on there. Here we go. Watch our speed. What up? And I'm waving. I'm waving back. I'll give you a... It's for you. Watch our speed. I don't think I left. I don't think I have any. Nope, nothing there. And we do have box cars here. I'll just go ahead and yank this out now. Let's see. So we got this box car, and then we got. Know what I says? I don't give out the moderators to people I don't know, and I don't know you. So why the hell would I give you a frickin' moderator? All right, so we're going to pass this switch. And then we're just going to end up double heading this stuff. All right, go ahead and jump. Get rid of that one, NM, if you want. This is a 18 and over channel here. All right, coming on back. Oh, I don't even have my bell on. No ding dings. Oh, look, it's a troll. Bye-bye, troll. All right, so we'll take off the handbrakes there. Let's get in the front again. Oh, you know, I want to set this switch up to go past it. Now, let's see where we end up. Oh, I should have probably. Yeah, I'm going to have to come back now. I guess it doesn't matter. It all winds back up here. All here in the long run. This should be a pretty short pick here. Oh, I got 2 stacks. Thank you, sir. I don't need the bell dinging. DB, what's going on? Holy moly. I didn't know you watch YouTube also. DB in the house. Carmelo McDuffie. 777 rail fan, huh? All right, we're going to pass the switch and then back up. Again, for you guys just joining, we're in La Mirada today on the Mateo community server. We're running two SD45s. We've got a double header here going on. Taking it from both ends, or picking it up from both ends, however you think the best way of saying that is. Someone told you to join a live stream. Well, and M said I'm doing stuffs. Yeah, I do stuffs on Sunday. I do this every Sunday. I almost, I almost had a meltdown, like literally. I had shut off my computer at about 45 minutes before, well, an hour ago now. I always shut it off because I have it on all day. Right before the stream, I shut down and turn on the machine so everything's fresh, all the RAM is dumped, and then I don't have any problems with my stream. Well, I did that today, and when I went to power it back on real quick, nothing happened. So, like, it did not respond. So I unplugged it, I blew all the dirt out of it. And then it's still nothing. It did not respond. Well, now what? So I ended up grabbing my backup machine that I just rebuilt the other day, and thankfully I just rebuilt it. So then there was absolutely nothing happening on there. There's no OBS, nothing, nothing at all. I had to wolf down some food right before I went live because I missed my window. Because I was fixing computers. So anyways, I brought the backup here, powered it on. I was like, oh, I don't have anything on here. Nothing. Just Windows. So then I took the other one in the house, plugged it in, and it powered right on. So because it fired right up, I was like, oh, yes. So I brought it back out here and then powered on and got ready for the stream. And then I was able to... that's backwards there. I think I gotta change directions here. So as when I fired everything up, everything worked fine, and by the skin of my teeth, I was able to stream here, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna work or not. I think it got too hot because when I shut down, like literally the power supply, nothing responded at all. Got to beep some hornage. We're going to back up and grab the rest of this. We do have some other cars that'll be ahead of us that we're going to use. That's why that one's on the end, because where we picked it from. And we're going to be picking them down around the corner a little bit. But we got to grab all this stuff here behind me first. All right, coming on back. And these guys, right here, they should be ready. Let's see, up. Well, that's going the wrong way. Train, where you going? Come back. That thing taking off like the remote control's going, I'm going to go that way. No, you're not. You're going to come back this way. I'm the boss. What's weird is I see the thing that somebody described or whatever it is. Oh, train stream. But it doesn't really say in the chat for some reason. All right. Got it slowed down to a good speed here. I was coming in pretty hot. Okay. Up. All right, let's go forward. Come on back because we popped open the pin. now we're good. Now let's just do what we tried to do the first time, which was connect our air lines. And I still don't see the need for air, as pretty light. There's no air anywhere in the train. That's fine. Cars are bled out anyways. So let's go and we'll right on the front end here. We'll probably just walk the line. Oh, I don't have the handbrakes off, so it's coming out slow. You can hear that whine of these motors. They sound pretty cool. That was the new sound pack that I have in, or it's for these engines. We're gonna walk all the way up here, and we'll make sure our switches are gold for these picks that are up over here. Hey, what up? There's a forklift guy. Guy's a little square though. Look at that. All right. Not everybody can be beautiful. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna grab that tanker and that other thing. And so that's straight there. Where's my choo-choo at? There it comes. Around the corner. Getting double teamed by cars here. Pushing and pulling. That's the way it should be. Now, if I was going on the main line, I would not be operating this way, but we're stuck in the industry, so we don't have to worry about being able to see as good. And not a lot of crossings in here, if any. I think one. All right, and so again, if we look here, we can see that we've come all the way around, and we're somewhere over here. Let's see, SKL it's called Shit Kitty Litter. See right there, Shit Kitty Litter. Frito-Lay was right next to us, but they're empty. They must have sold all their chips. We'll run back here. We'll grab these guys. Must be ammonia or something here. They make the cat sand or... All right, we'll put the airline on this one without opening the coupler. This one. Come on back. Parking or handbrakes off. Yep. Night bots. All right, so we'll pull out of the shitty kitty here. And then we'll go get those they're not really, they're more like pellet cars, not grain cars. I don't know exactly what they're hoppers. I don't know what's in them. We got to throw this switch here first though. Oh, that guy, that flat-faced guy in the forklift, he worked for Frito-Lay, and he was waiting, I guess, for deliveries, but we don't have anything for him today. We're picking up. Of course, I'm honking three blows every time I go a direction, because it seems like no matter which way I go, I'm going backwards. There's no clear view. I got coughs too and sniffies because when I blew out this computer, I put about 4 pounds of dust in the air. guess you get popular when you start getting all these, huh? When they start trolling you, oh, you know you've made it. So thank you, trolls, making me feel better. Thank you, NM, for dealing with trolls. Let's get their kick somehow. You can watch trains, or you can just bug the people who are trying to show you trains. Why not? To blow it outside. Oh, you mean, well, I'm in the garage. You talking about the computer? I didn't go to my house and blow it. I did blow it in the garage, but yeah, I had everything open, but I was in a hurry to get the thing fixed so I can go straighten it for it. It broke at one of the, you know, as you know too, DB, that anytime you want to go streaming, that's when all the problems happen. Doesn't happen in the middle of the daytime when nobody's watching. It's all, okay, I got to go live in 45 minutes. Let's go ahead and have a catastrophic computer failure right now. And I come to the garage. I mean, why couldn't you? You can come in, you can come to or come in the garage, however you want to look at that. We don't really have those kind of rules here. It's a little warm out here though. I don't know what it is because I tore everything apart. Nothing's in the right place right now. So I have a little kind of thing behind the TV that tells me the temperature. All right, we're gonna stop here. Go on back. Probably should get on the other side so I can see better. Well, you know, so there's a little of a stigma that goes with having been in the Navy. So, I mean, blowing is acceptable. It's, you know, friendly thing to do sometimes. Of course, I was perhaps in there, allegedly. Not a lot of people actually get the inside joke there. If there is a joke. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Oh my gosh, I went a little further back than I wanted to, which again goes right in with what we were just talking about. All right, so I'm going to connect all these air hoses, get this train ready. There's a lot of innuendo that goes on here. It's another reason why 18-year-olds really aren't, under 18-year-olds aren't welcome. I probably should get on the other end so we can see what's going on. We're going to go right past this switch here, push back and grab those tankers. We're getting kind of long here. And once we pass this switch, I'm going to actually set a timer here. Did I lose? Oh, I'm going up 0.4% grade. I wonder why I lost all my traction. All right, starting the countdown timer from here. From here, I'll be good. So fly up here just to make sure the way is clear ahead of us. And it is. There's a crossing there. I'm going to turn the corner as we get so too far away. And let's see, is that right? Yeah, that switch is good. Why is the bell still dinging? Well, because we're within close proximity to people and train cars and we're moving stuff. Also the bell for crossings. Them's the rules, man. So once let's see, we got 400 feet to go. Only a couple more cars to go here. Five more exactly. And I guess I died on that one. It was uphill again. 0.5. Three more to go. Grade is getting steeper here too. I can feel it. Feel it on the train. All you gotta do is get past that little switch right there. Come on, give me a little more. No, 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 it's dying, it's dying. It's a little bit of a delay when you give it some power before it actually reacts too. Not 7. I'll throw it and then see it let off the gas. It immediately dies. Let's see. We had one more in front of us plus this tanker here. We got to watch our speed because now we're going downhill at -6, almost a degree. Got a couple cars left to go. Pink Panther. I think you were here last week. Hello? Come on back. Come on, train. Do it. So you know, you would think just backing up and going forward wouldn't be that big of a deal, but obviously this takes a bit of manipulating of the controls, and I have a rail driver for those that don't know. Just try to smash it in there without smashing it in there. All right, handbrakes off. Got the independent on the engine completely on. Go ahead and place this guy up here. And then I'm going to go to the other side of the train just again to walk down. So we'll let off the independent brake and hopefully come forward. This is pretty neat, this kind of setup here, because you have this Riverside Cement Company here in the middle with tracks that go both ways around, so like a Y. And what I could do is turn around here, which is probably what I'm going to do. Got to go pick those first. See, we're doing 14, so we're under the speed limit. No big deal. Because of this, the shape here, go in the air. So the shape here, we can actually like pull forward and then reverse in and set up the train in a good way here. And I'm going to kick these cars here. Gotta be standing, since I'm on a server, I have to be standing on my feet in order to throw switches. All right, we got what? 3 cars, so we can kick those. Go ahead and put on the indies real quick. Let's put the handbrake on this one so we can release the tension. All right, here we go. .420 is a good speed. I'm just gonna kick this down a little bit. Hopefully it makes it. Right now I gotta wait because I didn't get it fast enough. I didn't get it up to 420, so we're just gonna have to watch it because I'm gonna reverse down this track here. And you can see from that switch there, it's going to turn to the left. And as soon as it passes this, then I can throw a handbrake on it. Or maybe I can let it go. No, I don't think it's going to go all the way. Maybe. Did somebody say 420? You know who said 420? Pull-up baseman! My favorite number is free, and yours is 420. Everybody knows this. All right, so... it's not going to quite make it. Not going to make it. But that's okay because we didn't necessarily need it. I'll throw one handbrake on there. And we'll just go around this here. Back of the drones here today. It's another Star Wars episode. All right, so we got to back up. Hopefully you don't derail. Oh, shit. One of the things was... Oh, we never came and got this guy either, so we went flying right by it. Forgot it. Let me run over here and then throw this one here too. Set that right back for operations. All right, let's see. 88764. We got it right on the money there. All right, you can stop. You don't have to keep going. Must have taken off the... There we go. Must have taken off the independent or the parking brake too soon. All right, let's get back in the front. In the front of the train, Baseman's familiar with that, as submariners often are, allegedly. Right, so that's looking good there. We're going to pull it here into the yard before we back up, or potentially, so that we can go back and get the rest of these cars here. We may actually pull those first, those cement dudes. Up, we're lined up to grab those. Oh, those are full too. Okay. Well, now a different mission has come up, and that means we're going to leave these cars parked here, come back, grab those, and then, or maybe we'll, I see, better idea. Like a puzzle piece operating this locals here on the railroad. We want, make sure that all these guys are empty and no reds, all greens. And they are all green, meaning they are empty, but those are loaded. So we're going to pull forward and then shove all the cars back here, disconnect, grab those heavies, put them on the engine side, and then go back and get the rest of the stuff. And we're starting to build a train here. Starting a countdown timer. And make sure that I don't have any derailing switches set. I do have that one right there. That means if I go way down here and I start backing up, I'm going to do the splits. I'm not in the mood to do the splits today. Splits will hurt. I have SD45 engines. So these are they're SD45 TAC 2s. They're made by EMD, and they have more power than the SD40s, but not as much as the SD70s, which are SD70s are 4,300 horsepower, and I'd have to look up what these guys are. But I upgraded. I used to have SD40s here, but I upgraded these 45s because, you know, these trains get heavy and long. There's not a, so if we look here in Run 8, we look at the freight locals. So these are, I brought up a menu so it can't continue forward. Anyways, we have Dash 9s, SD40s. So this takes place in the early 90s, or mid to late 90s. That's when Run 8 kind of takes place. So you have the, as far as the road switchers, you have the Jeep 38s, GP 38s, the SD40s, SD45s, SD45 tunnel motors, and then also, am I on the right tracks? Yes. 45s. I think that's it for the road switchers. You know, different variations, railroad variations. And so after that, then you get the larger road power. So yeah, the EMD SD40 TAC 2s and the 45s are pretty close to the same. The Jeep 38s are the older GE. I think they're like 70s engines, like 1970s. There's Dash 9s in here, which, you know, they're like 4,300 horsepower as well. Just that extra little bit of power that these guys give here are, you know, much needed. They're wonderful. All right, let me get completely past this switch here. Then we're going to throw some handbrakes on. Put the handbrakes on those cars there. Go ahead and do a brake test. So I'm going to go in reverse the way I'm still going. Let's see how far we can get it to roll and stop. For notch 5. All right, we got it rolling. Take off the power. Let's see how long it takes. I mean, immediately, so brake test is good. And brake test good. I gotta go get these heavy full cars over here, cement cars. Also, as part of the, I could show you that there was a patch 07 that came out, and we do this, and we go here to the freight locals. So as I was talking about, these are all -9s. I forgot who makes those. Is GE makes -9? You have the GP40s here, all TAC 2s. We got the tunnel motors. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're basically 40s, but they're built for tunnels. And I don't know, it has to do with the cooling of them, how the engines are cooled. We got a whole bunch of 45s that you see me driving now. Then we get into the road power, as well as the -9s. We have the ES44s, the SD70 Aces, and that's it. But we also have, under other, a couple platforms. I don't have all the Caboose DLC, but we have this one that is a new for like, so these are it's an industry mover right here. So like an industry that's all self what's the -8? Oh, de Havilland. Yeah. I mean, for engines there is a -8 and a -9, not a de Havilland. It's not the plane. But so yeah, so this is an industry mover here, and then so like a grain elevator would have the ability to move their own cars around with this little guy. It doesn't need a whole lot of power. So, all right, let's go get our big heavies right here. I meant to fly Flight Simulator the other day too, and yesterday I never got around to it. I had the PMDG 6, 7, and 800s. I just didn't. Well, it's the same person in them. Just like I said, whole farm. All right, so we'll grab these guys and then we'll air it up. Well, not air it up, but I don't know how much weight this is. Let's take a look. 429 feet, it is 980 tons. HPT is 7.3, so we're well beyond what we need. Connect our air here. All right. All right, now we're going to pull forward, and since these are the heavy guys, they're on the engine side, which is great because once we take it to the yard for the outbounds, they'll be up at the front. I've already got four engines or 5 road power units there, so we're literally going to be able to train out of this and get it ready to head east towards Barstow. Got a countdown going at 400. All right, three was that? 4 more cars to go. one more to go. NM's busy today. Thank you so much, by the way, sir. Ulan, you also have those abilities, but I'd have to ask NM how to do it, especially on 420 day. All right, let's see. Fighting with the going downhill where the engines are. Trying to keep it from busting knuckles here or burning out my brakes. Right. Oh no, I keep hitting the wrong thing. I need to totally move my mouse out of the way. Now we can go backwards. Don't push that beer unless you're ready to kick them. All right, so now we got the ability to put air in them if we want. Looks like everything is laced up. Handbrake's coming off. We're going to go back and pick up those cars in the first... off the first switch here where we're already backing in to pick up these cars that are almost there. We don't want to come in too hot and heavy. I think they did connect. There's a little bit of a fake floor here. Oh, okay, we got room. Keep her going. Words of the Zed. All right. Lower it down a little bit. Using dynamics. Parking brake should still be on. Let's climb the fence. Connect. I almost hit it again. Freaking idiot. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and pull forward. As soon as we get to the spur here, we'll go and back in reverse. And we are lined up for that last one. Oh, give me a little bit more. Oh, I don't think I need knot 5 though. All right, we are good. We're ready to come back. We'll ride the car back to get that last box car. And I believe we are done with these pickups here for 0071. There are many other areas to get stuff here in the area, so we'll take a look at that as soon as we get these back to the yard. I will order another supply train, so if you're a part of the Mateo community server and you want to come work this yard. Last week I did the flat switching, and somebody came behind me and delivered all these cars. After picking up, or about the same time they picked up the... Yeah, if you remember, they were in the yard ahead of us, setting up the train that held the loads in the front, and they had already picked from this area, so we just did some flat switching to get them ready for delivery. Somebody came behind during the week and delivered them, and now the customers have serviced these. So I will order another supply train for La Mirada. Chris, if you do watch this, we're ready for one. I will definitely put it in the Discord so that you won't forget, or in case you don't watch this one, which you usually do, later. when you get up. Almost made it. Guess I'll buckle this guy up here. And then I'm going to close the last one. I am going to air this up. I believe this is the last one. Oh, man. So close every time. All right. We got her. Almost hit the open coupler again. Go to the front of the train now, and now I have everything. Since I did that kind of U-turn deal just by accident. Set me up for now where I'm pointing. Go partial on here. Let's watch our cubic foot per minute there. As soon as it comes below 80, we'll open the valve all the way. What's up, Bobby? He really loves the jingle bells. Let me hear how that sounds. Tell me how it sounds, and I want to hear it from your voice. Okay, so CFM's at 50. We're sending air all the way back right now. Oh, I need to hear the sound of it. Some of the air is going back there. Check to make sure that we have everything here. Looks like it's towards the very back. I'll just warp back there real quick, Star Trek style. Make sure that we have all of our air lines connected. They're open. They're all good. Everything is open. Oh, there's our missing one. Now what? So now we blew PCS. I missed one set of hoses. And now we're going to have a flashing PCS. We won't be able to pull forward or backwards or anything. Unless I got lucky and found it early enough. Go look in the engine. What does that say right there? Why is my sand on? It doesn't say PCS open. I got it just in time. Well, my CFM should be changing though. CFM's coming down a little bit. Well, it's all over the place. Zoomed in way too much. All right, parking brake off. And we literally have to wait for this to come down to 80 so we can open the valve. Let full airflow go through. Otherwise, we will have that PCS light on if I open it right now. Blow all the pressure will blow a safety valve out, and then we won't be able to go nowhere until we reset that. CFM's down at 92. Let's see, let me come out of gear. With these SD 40s and 45s, the compressor is a manual compressor. Okay, we'll go up to notch 4 to get that compressor running higher, but big trains like the Aces and the EMDs and the Evos, those compressors are not necessarily related to the power, but I think I've read that you can go to like notch 1 to help them out a little bit, get more electricity to them or something. CFM seems to be going the wrong way here. Let's take a look at our air. Everything's looking good. the number's going up because I am pushing more air through it. Gotta wait till the average air comes down though. I didn't do that, by the way, the rail driver did. See, it's kind of doing its thing. We're waiting for 80 pounds on the rear. I suppose we can come put a EOTD on it. Go inside, wait for a reading. There's 69 pounds on the rear. Right? Now 71. Once it gets to 80, the brakes will be released. And we can go forward. While I'm waiting for that, I might as well go set the switches. That's all straight. So we're coming right through here. I want to go push them onto these, so I'm going to have to, again, a little creative here. I'm coming out there. See how long that is. That's probably a little too long for where I want to go. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, after I get done airing this thing up, I'm going to take these guys and pull them back. And then that way I can just leave these engines forward. Almost there. Just to save time, I will CFM 69. I'm going to open the valve all the way. You hear the load on the compressor now too. So the brakes are now off. As the overall pressure is going down, so let's go ahead and go forward. EOTD reading here. I'm going to stop just shy. Well, no, I'll go all the way to the end where that other switch is. Stop there. I'll back the other locomotive up, pull this through, disconnect, go forward, and then attach the other locomotive at the rear end. But not too long. We'll see if hopefully this fits here. I think it should be okay. I didn't set a counter though, so exactly where I'm at. We got a long ways to go. Again, all I'm worried about is, so this track that's over here all the way to the left, I'm going to bring the other locomotive here, a set of locomotives, park them there, pull this all the way through, disconnect these two engines, get them out of the way, and then push the whole concept to the track that I want. What I'm hoping for, see if it works out. I don't think I'm... Where am I at? Yeah, it's pretty long. I don't think that's going to work. I mean, I can still get around, so yeah, it will work. Just how well will it work? Barstow still packed. His frame rate is dropping. Error just said. All right. The new beta for Railroads Online has night cycles now. I downloaded it yesterday and was playing around with it. Okay, so here, oh, they're starting here. So these are just the SD40s. All right, we got to make sure we got the MU set correctly in the right orientation. Get this guy out of the way so that we can basically push the train from the opposite direction down those tracks into the locomotives that are standing by. Hopefully I don't have the switch up here set. I just want to go straight. Find out in a minute. Saying you had those cars in Railroads Online? I'm gonna have to throw the switch here. Go ahead and jump out and get that. Pitter patter our little feet. Once we pass this, we'll relinquish and then we'll pull the other guy forward. All right, reset the switch. We'll go all the way to the other side of it. Okay, so that switch is set. And one is good. All the way through. We'll just have to wait until the last of the cars come through here. I go ahead and take the EOTD off because it won't work when I smash the locomotive into it. Close that. Close the air and remove the EOTD. Like our help made it. we're going to go ahead and get this in position. We'll stop it right about the switch here. Okay, turn off the bell, turn off the lights for a minute, put a handbrake on and relinquish. Now we'll grab our one again. Get some speed going and remove the independents. Then once we get to where we can take this engine off and move it out of the way, we'll stop. We'll stop it right before the switch right here. Pull these two locomotives forward out of the way. Throw that switch, throw the next switch so it goes down that line there. We'll go back and grab our pusher engines, hook them up to the rear. We are going downhill a little bit, so we'll start some dynamic braking to get us stopped. You can stop any time now. Flat, but the cars behind us are not. Handbrake. A couple handbrakes on as I walk on the main line. All right, come on. So that's probably enough. We'll go ahead and go in reverse. You loosen our knuckle, but at the same time, we're going to do a handbrake test. Let me hear air leaking. Could be the compressor. We'll close both the angle cocks, disconnect the air hose, open the coupler. I probably should have waited to complete the handbrake test, but that's fine. We can get it rolling. Notch 4. Notch 5, maybe, if I get there. Good roll. Let's go ahead and stop it. Independence on. It stops right away. Brake test complete. Let's go ahead and pull forward. So you can see I have the DPUs already there. Those the locomotives right here on the right side of the screen. I intend to fill up this track right here too. I think there's 4 units up there. Brake set on those guys. Go ahead and relinquish. I'm going to set this switch and this one. Then we're gonna fly like an eagle into the future. Did I get all the cars out of there? Maybe. I do have to fix that switch in front of me. As I'm flying through the air. I got way over there. These are spring switch. I can go over them, but no reason to. Now we'll mash into the back of this thing and just shove them where they need to go. Into the other engines. They're ready. Better slow down a little bit. Doing 16. Nice and gentle. On the other end here. And see, we'll go ahead and give her some gas first before we take off the parking brakes. As we're rolling uphill, or pushing uphill. Since I am going to be going in between two sets of cars, or even if I'm going to be running parallel to another line of cars, I do have the bell on the engine. You know, here you can't hear it. Got a spam call from Lost My Dog. I lost my dog in Christmas Eve. Lost my dog. Lost, right? That's the new spam calls. I gotta get her knees out of the way here. So yeah, I put the DPUs here, but I have not connected them yet. I do have cars that are a little bit further away in a siding. Both sidings are full, so it will be a push. I have it. We'll look at it in a minute, but it's like overflow. Yeah, it was close, wasn't it? I mean, I'm riding on the edge, so I'm kind of hanging out a little bit of the car, but you see, you know, there's a little bit of room in there, not much. So, but I didn't want to be on that side because it, you know, it just is close to all those. So I would probably, when you got that close, like swing around on the ladder maybe to there, so you're on the inside. But then once you're here, you'd swing out back around. You're gonna be doing a little swinging. An eye on the speed here. We are at 0.3% upgrade uphill on the grade. Took too much power off. I went down to notch 0, I think. I just tried to go 1 low. Man, does this game make time fly. We are speeding up slightly here. Go down, if I can just get down one notch to notch 3. That should start bleeding speed off. Don't want to bleed too much off. Also want to crush myself on that. I haven't even derailed yet, right? Right? I didn't leave you in the dust the other night, did I? You'll see what I did. Well, you won't see it till the end of June, because RP videos are stacked up every Tuesday until late June, I think, the 30th now. But yeah, I wasn't planning on even coming. I was so tired that night. You guys all were on there, and so I jumped on real quick. I have no idea what Mike was talking about in the Discord with the cops, but we'll get to the bottom of that, I guess, if we need to. I think everybody just plays the way they want, sort of, and no big deal. But yeah, I took that van and I, well, down by the river. All right, we're almost there at 4 miles an hour, and slow down just a bit. I hear the brakes dragging for some reason. Everything should have air in them. Oh, I let off way too much. Gonna come in nice and soft. Must have an air leak somewhere. All right, that'll work. All right, and so let's connect the air here. I'm gonna open on this valve, and hopefully this one didn't open all the way. It did not. Start sending this air down the line. What do we got? Not showing me any air. Oh, because I don't have, that makes sense. On this guy here, I didn't even have it connected. That's closed. Closed. Let's run up here. Make sure that the handbrakes are on there so we can release the track in here. Make sure it stays there, and nothing crazy happens. Move this engine back to the yard where we just came from. And then we'll take a look at everything else here in just a moment. So we might as well go flying now. 23 miles an hour is a little fast. If you derail these trains, I mean, they just disappear. Not that big of a deal if you're just talking about the engines, because we can put those back, but pretty big deal when you have a whole consist behind you. So we're gonna go put this back here in the yard, right about here, somewhere in the middle, and then we'll switch. You choose. Suppose while I'm doing that, we can go look at the. So we'll put this together here, and we have to go this way. You see the other cars there; they're waiting for pickup, but we're not going to be on this track here because there has not been a crossover yet. We're going to have to go way down here first, switch over. and then get past that signal and go way down here before we can back up. Like this. Come get these guys here. So see if we can get that done. Got some NS engines here. Ready to go. We'll look at our total length. See how it works. So the alternative, which really isn't, we'd have to go way back here somewhere. This, you know, past here and then like back everything up and then go that way, which seems to be a equal distance. Well, once we get this here, we'll throw it in park and that'll work right there. Lights off. Brakes on. Turn off the engine so Garrison doesn't have to pay the fuel bill. Relinquish our train. Do the same thing with this guy. Those guys are off. And relinquish that. Now we're going to start this. That one should be not the MU, should be the actual lead. All right, this one is facing reverse, forward, reverse. We have 4 engines on here, SD70s on the head end. And then these are GEVOs. Take a look, see at our length 1737 with just this line. And HPT of 10.7 as it stands now. We're going to double up here. So as I got those guys, I'm going to start the process of airing up. Oh, it's already open. Okay. EFM is pretty high on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and relinquish. We're going to go get these guys connected on the rear end. Same thing. MU is already backwards. Good. This is a DPU. This will respond remote control. And we're going to connect it to this line here on the right because we're going to double up the one on the left. I'm going to take some trackage away. So let's take a look and see where we're at here in the San Bernardino sub. We're right here in this area, right in the middle. We have this guy is coming our way. So we are going to be asking the automated dispatcher if we can get over here where we want to go. First, I want to do that until I am ready to go. Once we're pulling out into the main. Okay. Now, look up our airlines. I'm actually going to do air brake cheat. I'm going to set all the angle cocks correctly. Go to the other end. It's closed, so we are all set to go there. Go back to the other end. We want to start shoving, pushing air through. This car should be open, and this one should be partial. So now we're sending air through. Get the compressor kick in there. I didn't have it in neutral. Go up to a notch to help the compressor a little bit. A little bit gas. It's not a manual compressor. Meanwhile, wait for this train to come by. Let's see, this guy here. And we should actually relinquish. We'll stop the airflow, I think. Grab this guy. Parking brakes off. Headlights on. I ask dispatcher here. So I'm going to pull forward. I went in the air. I asked the dispatch. I haven't asked the dispatcher. If I do, once I reverse, and he's going to tell me that my route's canceled, but let's see if we can't get it first. Just oh, it's not even in gear. All right, I want to request a signal. I'm asking to go to a specific spot. Tell me to call him at the next control point. Well, I can't because there's a train coming. Oh, the train's already there. Okay, so now I'm not gonna be able to pull out. I gotta wait for this guy. Gotta wait for this guy before he can pull out. But we'll pull forward anyways. Come up to here so that way after that train passes, gonna be passing on the track we want to come out on. And I'm going to start a counter here, so 1,800 feet. So between this whole train here, these two sets of cars, plus the other two over there, I think we'll be dealing with about 7,000 feet overall. We've got to be at an HPT of at least 2. Well, I call this an H train. Don't want to come out too far because, again, this train's coming. Eventually. West Colton, the hump's full as well. Take a look where we're at. We can, this guy's, what is it? Oh, it's a Z train. It's going to LAC here. Memphis to LAC. Got a green light. D train's going to have the highest priority. Where is it, though? Really? It's coming down the hill and it's got to wait that long? And Z train. They're important. Pay the most money. So we'll come down here through Anaheim, through Fullerton, and then La Mirada, where we're at. We are going to have to wait a bit. Traveling the path that it's going to come now. I wish. You know what? I'm going to take over. I'm going to move this guy over to the other track because there's nothing coming the other way. So I'm going to start turning his signals on him. He's here. Once that turns red, This one has yellow, so that means once he gets there, he knows the next one he's going to have to start slowing down. But I'm going to cut him over into the main one here. Going to LA anyways, so he's going right up here. So I need him on that main into Hobart. Oh, right here's good. I'll clear him as soon as get him through here, and I'll turn him loose again. That means that then we can come out of here. See, La Mirada, we can come out of here and do our thing. Have to fly there. Way up Chaw. Now that Z-Train can continue doing what he does. I'm going to switch here 50 mile an hour, and then we'll swap spots with him after that. Let me put in the Discord that I have turned off auto there so everybody else knows. That's your chat. Okay. Now we'll get to, I mean, look how far that guy's only doing like 50. He has to come all this way anyways. We should be able to double up before he even passes us. There's his green light. We will need the track that he's currently on, but, you know, I'll be after. We're going to go switch right there, but we need to go that signal I just passed. He's going to pass all this here, and you're going to come out the door right here, right now. I am dispatcher, so I have given myself permission. BNSF 9048, it's signal indication. We don't have signal indication, the signal's up there. But we're coming out right now from here. Can I just open that switch? Could be pink. Oh, here it is, pink right here. So we're gonna stop at that signal until that Z-Train passes. But we're gonna back up anyways. And I already have that counter going, so 1,100 feet so I can go this switch and back up. Gotta use the main line to do this. $900 feet to go, just over. So we're going to build this train here, most likely take it to San Bernardino, and it's not too long, drop it off there, build a job from San Bernardino, which is the Cajon sub, Barstow, so somebody else could take it the rest of the way. It's going to take more than 20 minutes to get there. That's all we have left in the simulator Sunday. 150 feet. This switch here. Okay, so we've passed the switch. You heard the dynamics there. Now we're going to come on back and get those cars. And then we'd have the DPU after that as well. Once we connect to the other cars on the siding down a little bit from us, we'll disconnect the DPU and put it on the rear of those. Or we could have them in the middle, but middle DPUs are kind of a pain sometimes. .4, slowing down a little bit. .2. I think we'll make it. There we go. Good. We're going to connect the air here. Watch our CFM, which is 50. Go to the rear of the train, make sure everything's set up for us. I gotta push this button. All right, so I'm gonna put on activated the EOTD on the back of this engine. So these are the DPUs. Okay, so this is now the DPU lead. It's in reverse, this DPU, the MU for the DPU and forward. And we have to open all the air valves here. We're in partial. Open. Check our total air. Looks like maybe in the front. We have everything open now. Let's see, angle cock is... Where's it closed? Is it this one? How did I do that? Did I hit the button to do... Yep. We should be ready to go here, so... I'm gonna fence my DPUs here. If I can find the, there we go. I'm gonna do a DPU bump. And let's go to the rear here. You hear them spinning up, right? I didn't have it forward. Now I have it in gear, so I'm going to bump the DPUs a little bit. You did hear them respond, though. All right, so DPUs are good. Looking for the load on them. All right, we got EOT movement. Parking brake is off, and now the DPUs are pushing us, but we'll go ahead and... It's only 0.2, so I can just go normal here. The DPUs are gonna lag a little bit behind. Just put, I'll take the fence off so that they will respond to the main engine control here. And so this is a intermediate signal here, as you can tell by the number plates on them. It's telling me that they expect to stop at the next light. An approach. We'll make our way up to the next signal. Then we'll deal with comes behind that. I'll have to shut the switch as we exit the yard there. I didn't set a timer though, a counter, so I'm not sure when that's going to be, but no big deal. I don't want to come out too hot and heavy though out of the yard there, so we're almost there. Okay, we'll set this as a short herd trail. All right. Now the light's burning correctly on the rear. All I want to do is close this switch after I get on the main here. Yep, we got the big engines. All right, we're on the main. And we'll have to get to the next signal up here and then stop. You hear the traction motors there, that's not brakes. Yeah, I do have a red up there, and after that Z train passes going the opposite way that we're going now, I'm going to want to get over here and collect these cars. So I'll get track authority here to take over main 2. Let's see where that train's at. I'm here, and the Z train's coming at us. Not very far away now. If I look at my overall tonnage here, 3836 at 3,700 feet. So my HPT is 7.1. One thing I need to do is name this train. LMC Barstow, day being the 23rd. X. Oh, we got cars in the middle. Huh. Cars in the middle that are loaded. Interesting. I don't know how that happened. I thought they were all on the one end. And let's take a look at these guys. Okay, so these guys are loaded. So we're gonna break. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of mainline switching, I guess. Not too much. Those are loads. That was a little bit of a screw up. We can fix it in San Bernardino. Mostly flat through San Bernardino, so we're going to disconnect somewhere in there. Well, we'll push the train back here. We'll grab these guys where there's loads, put them where there is loads here, and just do a little bit of switching. Keep everything the way it should be, and all these cars are empty, so that's good. I'll work on the weight. Work good for the weight. Gotta stop at this signal up here. And the Z train is right there. We won't be waiting by the time we get there. Well, we might be if I'm doing 10 miles an hour all the way there. So I'm controlling we got this guy here. But we'll let him go. Once we get on this track, that's the way we're going to go the rest of the way anyway. So this guy is in the right, he's in the right track orientation. We are currently going like head-on traffic, if you will. We need to get over, but we have to wait till the Z train passes us. We'll be coming around that corner any minute. There she is. Once we get on that main, we'll occupy it. We'll do what we need to do, and then we'll head to Barstow or to San Bernardino. I don't think there's a long enough siding. Oh no, there is. It's in Martinez siding. Yeah, that's good. We can park it there. They were 0.4 up, so I'll take off notches here and see if we can come to a post. But this guy's going to pass us pretty fast since it's a Z train. But my intentions are to clear that signal onto main number 2, I think it is. Main number 1. We're on main 2 now. We're gonna clear onto main 2. And then we'll pass the next signal after it, facing the opposite way. Get permission to back. You know, I'm the dispatcher, so we'll have that permission so we can clear it. And then I'll work that main, get all those cars out of there, and move it on at least to the Martinez siding. It'll be long enough. Z-train's clear. Go in here and wait for that signal to drop. Currently gray, so it's in the process of dropping. There it dropped. I'm going to go ahead and throw the switch here. Then we'll give our don't need a restricting. Give myself an approach. Means that signal now an advanced approach. You can hear the engine spinning up now as I gave it some gas. Don't need to go into notch 7 or anything. Want to get past this. 50 miles an hour is my maximum speed limit. But that switch down there is the one I need to get the rear of the train clear before I can back up. And I'll do a timer, countdown, starting now, 3,700 feet. As soon as the rear of the train passes this signal, we'll be able to change that switch and go backwards. Nothing else is even coming, so I'm gonna wait till I get these cars before I turn everything back over to the automatic dispatcher. Over 2,000 more feet to go. Down to 15 miles an hour in preparation to stop. See all these loaded cars here, so I'm going to push back and then I'll figure out where I'm going to cut it. Thousand feet to go. The dynamics are on now. Don't want to lose too much speed there. 8 miles an hour, 700 feet to go. I just get a notch 1. Going between notch 3 and 0, so I do a smooth transition there, but it didn't work out that way. Okay, here come the DPUs. You hear them winding down a little bit. Winding up, I mean. Bring this thing to a stop, pass the signal. That'll be good right there. All right, so now what we want to do, I throw the switch back the other way. Now we're just going to give ourselves a restricting. Now we have a restricting, we'll run back and grab our cars. You can even hear the horn from the front, it's kind of far away. We'll start nice and slow. Notch 2, DPUs will take a minute, so the train will compress a little bit first for DPUs to actually kick in. Now that I'm going backwards, F11, click on the cab. There we go. So now we're at least looking in here. Let's see, purple. One DPU screen doesn't quite work the same in here, I guess, because it's a TPU. Always change the engines to X except for the lead engine. So my my intention is to pass this, use what I need to get everything else, and so we got plenty of room with the signal there. And I'll yank it out where, so this should fill the empties on this side. Put the empties here, grab the DPUs, move them back, and I should hopefully have enough room to do a little shuffling. Looking to see if that's anybody here. It doesn't look like it. Now I can, I'm going to go ahead and turn auto back on because I no longer need auto at this time. Not for now, because I am on this, in this block. I'm going to use this whole block, so auto can't affect me at this point. You won't let any trains come this way because I'm on it. I ran an absolute signal. Nah, I don't think so. I was already past it. I was already in it. We will drop here and... No, I can't even start these engines here because I have another train under my control. You can hear the dynamics right now. Welcome back. So as soon as I, let's see, I pass the switch here. Start a countdown timer here, 3,700 feet. So let's go back here to this switch. About the, oh, what does the map say? If you look at the map here, you actually have to go back this way. And page 4 comes down here. So it's these bare table storage tracks right here, 2,300 feet. So we're going to put the empties right in this area here and then do a little bit of shuffling. Maybe you don't know much about trains. Oh, that's right, because you fall asleep during these videos. All right, so there's some full ones there, but you've got to get these engines out of the way first. So I'm going to stop this around here, take the DPUs, shove them in the back, and then we'll start our process of shifting a couple things around. That means I'll put the DPUs here. They'll stick out a little bit, but that's okay. Let's see. How many of these? So until here, if I can cut it at this one. saw your first former Southern Pacific here, as well as your second BNSF anniversary unit. Let's see, again, I want to look. I've got that much room to that signal, but I don't want to pass. I put too much dynamic on too quickly. Going for this guy here where the load starts. Watson fell. This will be the first one that I cut off. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how many locomotives you need. It's all about the horsepower per ton and what is most effective for the railroad. That's what we try to simulate here, is not overdoing power. Okay, so I'm going to start stopping here. On the ground here. Close this guy and close this guy. I'm going to disconnect the air hoses. Now I'm going to release the handbrakes and apply handbrakes on just these. Yep. And those can all be... So I've relinquished. I'm going to take control of this guy here. MU, it's in reverse. The reason I'm doing this is so I can pull this and reconnect it. So this will have a handbrake on it. That's done. Go ahead and open the coupler. Take a look at our stats here. Look like it's going anywhere, and the reason for that is don't have inside of the now I gotta go turn off that air. Down on the ground. This is the car that... And now disconnect the brakes again because I hit auto. Now the pin the wrong way, or is... We got to come back on it. Take the pressure off this. Enough, a bit more. Okay. I'm not sure. That's interesting. I'm not sure which train I had. Could have this one. Yeah, I do. But, oh, the EOTD's on there. The EOT device. EOT, end of train device, is on. So that's going to... I don't even know why that... It opens the valve for some reason. So now I have a PCS open. Okay. Okay, well that's doing its thing. Just relinquish. Then we'll get these guys started here. We'll probably have them isolated anyways. This one's going to be backwards. That one's forward. And we're going to can't really do it yet. We wanted to do a little bit of a shuffle. These guys are all set up. Relinquish. Now we'll take back control of these. Then let's pull forward. I'm going to pull these pull cars a little bit more forward. See, where's our... Yeah, so about where the second engine is. Okay. Put some handbrakes on this. Close these angle cocks here, disconnect, open coupler, pull forward. Go get our other loads over here. Here we have full control, we don't need auto. Just a little shuffle here is what we're looking for. Put the all the loads on the head end, because we screwed that up already. No, we didn't. About as close as you can get there. All right, now we're going to connect the MUs. Connect the air hoses. This one we're going to open. That one I'm going to partial. Make sure that we have everything connected here. Connected. They're all open. EFM's a little high right now. We're gonna wait for that to come down. Parking brakes on that, so we'll take this one. All right, all those parking brakes are on. We'll close these angle cocks, disconnect. Probably gonna have dragging the cars. Oh, CFM's good now. Probably coming out gate too high. Let's isolate this one and this one. I blow PCS? How did I blow PCS? TFM was the rail driver's acting fishy. Okay, so now we got the empties back there. We got some loads up here. We're going to connect to these loaded guys. And we're going to grab the empties and shove them in that one track. If we have room. How many empties? Probably too many. Probably too many to do it the way I wanted to. These are fulls here. And I've got, those are going to go there. Guess I can plug them in there, but I have to do a little bit more manipulation first. Oops, I hit hard. All right. I end up connecting back. Nope. Pretty good. All right. So relinquish this guy. Pull these guys forward. Not moving forward. There it goes. Then it doesn't matter which ones we pull off. Gonna pass that switch there and then push them up to here. I mean, we got only 10 loads in the middle, maybe a little bit more. Oh my goodness, I just need a little bit more. Come on. And on the ground here. All right, now we're coming back to... I guess we'll grab these guys. Doesn't really matter. Need about a distance of 10 or so. Need too much room, not anything too crazy. About connect these and then I'll pull about 10 cars or so back. All right. Pull a little bit forward as according to this. Pull about 10 cars. Let's set a plus counter. Parking brakes are on, so I turn those off. So maybe 300 feet, I'm guessing. Not sure. So all I'm trying to do is make enough room here at the front so I can take all these green cars and put them on the head end there. Or even go grab those. That's probably, I'll grab these, pull them forward, and then push back. Oh no, I have to get the, oops, I have to get the loaded cars out of here. Yeah, I gotta push those. Not quite enough yet. So we were here. We have to go to roughly right there. It will. Watch how much room I got in the back. So we're at 6. Okay, so it's more than 300 feet. More than 300, that's for sure. Starting at this car, like almost that whole length. Yeah, I guess that's probably pretty close. Stop it right there. Relinquish that train, which puts on the brakes. Grab this here, and we're going to pull all these guys forward. Parking brakes off. We're going to get to these guys here, so we got to pull these forward. Past this switch. Once we pull the last of the green cars here, then we can shove them onto this track. We'll stop the loaded cars behind somewhere in here. Hopefully we don't go too far into that signal. Gotta keep an eye where these cars are coming. It's probably getting close. These tankers. Nope. There we go. It's this one right here. So we're getting there. And the whole reason we're doing this is because we left the yard earlier with the loads not balanced. So we're having to do that on the main line, but we're coming over here to pick these guys up anyway. So with the about another you know, 5-hour trip from here that this train is going to go. So it's best to have everything set up correctly, make it easier for any engineer that takes it. All right. Oh, blacking right now on me. Okay, so we're going to put the handbrakes on. That should be good because there's not a whole lot of cars here. Close and close, disconnect. Go ahead and come on back. Do a handbrake test so we don't lose it. Because there is a train behind us, however, you know, the other engines and stuff, but we don't want to hit the side of those things. All right. So I've let off the, I got it rolling, let off the gas. What it takes to, for the handbrakes to engage. And it's 2 car lengths or less, so that seems pretty good to me. Take the weight off here. Let's pull forward. We'll put the green cars here. Get our loaded ones right here, and then put those on the end. And then all we got to do is double up after that point. And we are running over time here, but that's okay. Be on the road here shortly, so. More cars to go until we can throw this switch. Hopefully I left myself enough room. It is attached to the DPU though, so that should be okay. If we need to push it a little bit more room, we won't be hitting a different train. We'll be pushing the line of cars that we have, so that's good. As long as I clear this little switch here, what I will do is grab these loads, pull it all the way forward, back up, and get the one all the way to the right, pull that forward, and then get what is here in the middle. That's the idea anyways. See how it works out. Looks like it will, because there's not a whole lot of cars, as you can see right there on the left. Only about 6 cars, or 7 cars, 6 cars I think. Could be 8. Should work for us. Maybe it's 10. Who knows how many it is? So we will probably most likely need a restricting on a signal that's in front of us. Opposite of the way we're going now. But after this, we should be we should have everything in the right order, ready to double and head down the road. I gave it a little bit too much dynamic. Not wanting to smush these knuckles up here. And we got about 3 to go here. I'm the remote operator. If I was a conductor, I'd be telling the engineer right now, got 2 now. The engineer gave too much dynamics there. We're about 1.5. What is this? This is a boxcar. Okay. I didn't want to put, this is a food container. I would try not to have any toxic tankers mushing into the food. All right, that's going to do it right there. We literally just touched it. Uh-oh, I'm inside. Okay, so I'm going to connect, do an open on this one and a partial here. Watch CFM, which should be good since we didn't really lose too much air. Yep, below. It is below 80. And I need just about 2 cars to come on back. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Parking brake off, or handbrakes off. We're going to shove this thing back. Hopefully the DP in the back is not too angry with us. Waiting for it to come on back. Another car length to go. So we can clear this track area here. Then I'm going to start doing handbrakes. All right. Close these angle cocks. Disconnect the lines. And we watch the, with the engines pushing, still they stop pretty quickly. So I'll call that a good handbrake test. Coming forward now to grab our loaded cars right over here. We're going to get these off the main. Don't tell me I took it off just a little too soon. I need 2 wheels. 2 wheels. I did give it a couple notches. It went up to notch 3, which I didn't mean to do. All right, that's good right there. Go ahead and come in reverse. I have not used any air yet. Speaking of air, let me check my... That's good. Now we're going to get the last loaded cars that we peeled off there for a minute. Pull these forward, switch back, get this set of cars, pull it forward, get this set of cars as a DPU, line everything back up for normal operation, and get out of here. So about 45 minutes of road switching here to get the cars, the mistake corrected. But, safety third. Nothing wrong with a little safety third there, so yeah. All right, we're coming up a little heavy on the gas. We did give it some dynamics, and we slowed it down to 2. Going downhill, so it should... Okay, they're starting to speed up now. Got about a half, quarter, 5, 4... 3, 2, bingo. All right, let's pull her forward. We're gonna pull this long string of cars out. It's not too long, longer. Now we have all the loads on the head end like we wanted. And these are like semi loads because it's orange and then yellow. The red is completely full. And then the color gets lighter as it gets less full. So the guys last week had done a great job of setting it up, but I guess I grabbed some and put them in the wrong spot. So all my fault. But we got it corrected now. I'm a notch 4. Here we can see what's going on here. Just all these. Oh, there's a couple of full ones in there, but that's okay. 2 tankers. No biggie. And we are good to go here. So all we need to do is get these cars connect to this last one, and I mean we're set. We just have to check our HPT, make sure that we're in equivalent for what we have as an H train. It's a high priority manifest. My handbrakes are still on. I didn't realize that. No wonder. A little dark here too, so it's harder to see the buttons on the rail driver in the dark. Sun's up outside here in SoCal, but it's where I'm at, it's a little darker because I have doors shut, because otherwise the sun comes in and plays havoc on my monitors. So as soon as I get past here and throw it in reverse, and let's go get our cars. Ride this one back to the house back here. Keep it at a manageable speed here. We are right now 1,800 feet, 3,000 tons, and that's just by having the loaded cars. The rest of them are going to add up. I think we're going to add about 3,000 tons, maybe 5,000 tons. And the length is going to, I believe we're going to be somewhere in the 6,000, 7,000 foot range. All right, we're getting it slowed down here. All right, now we're ready to go forward. Parking brake off. We're coming forward. And we're going to get close to that signal. If we have to pass it, we'll give ourselves a restricting. As soon as we go backwards, anyways, we'll lose that routing. So flying. Oh yeah, those guys are currently in run, but they should be isolated. We'll take care of that when we get everything ready to go. We're pretty good here. We did get going to get all sets of these together without crashing anything. That's an achievement in itself. And we have what, 20 more cars or so? Must have let off the, they're taking too many notches off or something, because down to 6 miles an hour. But with the power that I have, I'm 6.3 right now, and I'm going to isolate. I don't know what it's going to do right now if I isolate these. We're going to find out. So these are no longer a factor. Now we're at HPT 4.2, which is like a Z train. We may need to isolate one more once we have the DPUs attached. But then again, we're attaching more cars, so see what it does. But we shut off the NS ones because we don't need any problems. And NS may give us those problems. If you work for NS and you're watching this, just having fun with it. Don't get offended. I mean, you're the one who works for NS. Don't get mad at me. To work for BNSF, because you know they're not perfect either. Yeah, we're at a 4.2 HPT. I'm looking for about a 3.6 to, around a 3.6 HPT total. But we will isolate the engines enough to make it that for in priority manifest. Get back to my reading here of 9 miles an hour. We only got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 cars to go. We are going to be within the limit of the signal there. It's perfect. no danger of crossing that absolute, nor do we have to request a restricting from ourselves or auto, because we did turn auto. You're looking for 6.9 total. How about 69? Like 69 cars, or oh, you mean HPT? 6.9 HPT. That's a good number. 6.9 HPT. If we, I mean, a Z train we could do that on. I don't know about an H train. If I did turn those NS engines on, definitely get 69, 6.9 out of it. Without a doubt. All right, so we'll go ahead and start our dynamics as we're 10 miles an hour. And all we needed was to pass to get this. Just get closer to the switch. Dynamics are on full. I got the independent brake on, so we're probably smoking our brakes right now. Let's come on back. We'll take a look at the engine. Oh, brakes are smoking. Interesting. So which engine? So that one, we'll go ahead and isolate that guy too. And we'll see if we bring it down to 3.1. So 3.1, when I add the rear DPUs on it, it won't be 6.9, but it will be about 3.6. Maybe 3.4 to 3.6. Maybe even be 3.8. On the wrong monitor, apparently. So I had to do that because my mouse was over on the other screen. And couldn't get stopped in time because even though I was pushing the controls, they weren't responding. Hopefully we don't break a knuckle here. Are coming back slightly. 3,800 feet right now. All we got to do is attach here, and that should be enough. All right, and I'm going to connect all of our brakes. Get back to the head end. Or we'll make this one this one, since we're all connected again. All right, so that is the head end. And we're looking at 3.2 horsepower per ton, which is absolutely fine considering that the 2.0 is the minimum HPT for climbing the hill for the Cone Pass. So we'll isolate these three engines here. Those are going back to Norfolk Southern anyways, so we're taking them with us. Like, we don't even need them on, but we have them isolated anyways. Then we have one of our BNSFs isolated here. So if I click here, we're going to go ahead and auto MU everything. So we're at 5.1 again. Isolate, isolate, and we'll isolate this one. So now we have 2 on the rear and 3 on the front, with 3 in here that aren't being utilized. A 3.2 HPT with 7175 tons, at a length of 8695. It's more than I thought by 1,000 feet. But look at our DB axles, 69. For you, NM, right there. Dynamic braking axles is 69. All right, now we're going to get out of here. We're going to get where we need to go. Handbrake coming off. Go ahead and get ourselves moving. DPU's in notch 2. Head units in notch 3. And After removing here, we're going to San Bernardino. Actually, we're going to go up here to Esperanza. I'm going to call in that. I'm going to call BNSF, so 3615. So channel 36. And then the ones still don't work. So I'm going to tell him I want to go to that specific spot, that sighting, and then hopefully he puts us there. We're requesting a specific destination. So we're HLMC bar 23. And he acknowledged he's giving me a green light. So we can't go too fast right now because our tail end is still in the yard. I did not set a timer though by mistake. Well, I wouldn't know where it was anyways. So we're going to creep out of here at 15 until we get the tail end on the main, and then we're going to haul ass. Wherever I set that counter, that's where it's going to start. So, you know, just about 1,000 feet behind us. But we got 7,000 feet behind that to go. Counter's about 1,000 feet off right now. All right, my light's burning bright, and if we look in the rear, we don't need the full lights. We'll just go with the dim lights, and I'm gonna go ahead and close this switch after we get onto the siding. We are on main number 1, going the right direction anyways. Want to set this switch back for mainline operations. Once we get out of the siding on that side, we'll do the same thing. Come here and wait for the train to pass us. We are cleared all the way through Esperanza. Hopefully Otto's going to change this for us as we get closer. Currently have us coming up through Fullerton. And once we hit Atwood, he should set that signal sending us there. We'll stop there for the night, do a recrew, and somebody else can pick it up from right here. Take it to Barstow if they're looking for it. So we did our job. 3 hours stream's going to go. Currently doing 13 miles an hour. Let me give it another notch, get up to a little bit faster. Most of the trains on the main line, but because of this curve right here coming off the siding, we don't want to go too fast. It's not a dramatic curve, so it would be okay to come out like, you know, probably 25, but it's okay. We got plenty of time. Up to 17 now. Coming up on 18. So I'm still in notch 5. You see the signal up there is red as the head end already passed it, so it's going to tell anything behind you can't go this way because there's a train there. So we're at 20 miles an hour, speeding up. It's a 0.3 upgrade, or grade, the hill. Here comes our views there. Close that one. We'll run up here and close the main line here. Main line switch is restored for normal operation. Back in the engine. Now we can hit the gas. We're in H train, so we can go track maximum. And the maximum speed on the track right now is 50 miles an hour, but there's a reduction to 40 in 1.5 miles. Indicated right here by this. Right now we're at 50, but there'll be a reduction coming up that we have to look at. So there'll be the crooked signs, ones that are at a 45 angle speed limit signs coming up here pretty soon. I'm not worried about that right now because we got a mile to slow down to 40 and we're only at 22. Distance counter is still going, by the way, so let me clear that because I no longer need it. Main line is restored. See, the whole train here is taking up 3 blocks. We're on our way to Esperanza siding. Actually a main, it's main 1, but the depot and many others use it as a siding. It's just this area here. So it's long enough to hold us. Actually, we look at here, see the Esperanza, where'd it go? We're down right here, Esperanza. It's this right here. It doesn't say how long it is, but as you see, it's quite long, considering like this is 10,000, and it's much more than that. I mean, this train is 8,000 foot long, so it won't fit in any of these smaller sidings here. And it looks like San Bernardino's 25 or so. The intermodal's the longest, 62. It's still too short for us. So yeah. Park in Esperanza and then turn it over for recrew. We're at 28 miles an hour and a reduction in just under a mile. I have not seen any indication yet. And I don't see them on the depot map either. Again, if we look here, I don't see any indicators here, so they're temporary, but here's the 50 and 45 once we get there. And we have an approach. Let's see. On BNSF track, so if we look at the signals here, we have a flashing yellow. It was yellow, it's green now, but so that's approach medium is the flashing yellow. Now we're clear, but the solid yellow is approach. There's our speed limit signs here. That's saying if it's straight, that is the speed limit now, but if it's crooked, means coming up is going to be the new speed limit. A reduction, a temporary restriction, but we're not even going fast enough to worry about that. I don't know why I let off the gas. Like when you see a cop and you're like, oh, there's a cop, I better slow down. You're not speeding. So 26 through that, no problem. I mean, we're in Fullerton, we got, we're at like mile marker 165-ish, and we're going to it's 45, so yeah, the map shows 45 on this side of it. So 45 to about 15 miles or so we're going. And these speed limit signs say freight's at 50, passengers are also at 50. So we can go 50. We're in notch 6. Speed limit signs there. Also 50. This track speed's 40 still, but we're only doing 34. Lug, lug, lug. My whistle board's coming up here. first one. No accidents. The whistle board going opposite way. That's not for us. See the crossing coming up though. I used to play baseball growing up right here on this street. What's up, Fizz? Got done doing this for, oh, let me show you something. Those units are isolated back there. Taking them to Barstow. Yep, you got the NS engines back there. Got a crossing up there. Nope. Turn them on and fill the power. Well, they're isolated, so they got no power. All right, we got a green up there. And this is not a crossing here. This is closed. Yeah, we're at 3.2 or HPT, 8,600 feet with 7175 tons, 26 loads and 112 empties. We got 2 DPUs on the rear. We got 3 on the head end and 3 right behind them isolated. And we're going up to Esperanza here, the main one / sighting. We'll park there and turn it over to recruit.
81 degrees.
As long as, yep, so you can see right there, Auto is routing us where we asked for. But we'll get in there and that'll be it. Let's see here, that one. The track speed's 50, doing 36, so we're doing all right. Give it another notch if I can get it in at 7. It'll stay. Come on, rail driver, I don't need 8, I just need 7. The grade is 0.6, so we're feeling a little bit. We turned on those NS engines, though. We'll be shooting up this hill. Let's see, where are we? Where are we? We're not getting any mile markers. Into the sunset we go. Might have been a little bit too early because I see the whistle board up here. Rail driver. Trying to adjust the throttle and while whistling. The rail driver is just being loose. Oh, sun's going down. That should have been the Atwood Junction. Esperanza will be coming up next after the detector. Detector's at 38.0 on the milepost. And Esperanza is at 35.8. The crossover speed is 50 miles per hour. Currently, track speed is 50. We're doing 41. Have an advanced approach. 45 reduction in 1.4 miles, though. So being 41, we're good to go. You're out of town, otherwise you'd be running your industry switcher autorack train. It'll be there when you get back. I showed the stream the industry switcher earlier, and I didn't spawn it or anything. I just showed what it looked like. But this is coming from La Mirada here, so these are all the outbound stuff I kind of set over the last week, and whoever else was, the guys that were working last week, set some of the stuff up. I had set it up before the stream. And I just did a picks, and so now I have this train ready to roll towards Barstow, and it's kind of long, so I'm gonna have to park an Esperanza up here to do a recrew. But yeah, if you are interested, anybody out there, we're on the Mateo community server, and if you are interested in coming and playing with us, well, it's simple. All you got to do is join the Discord. Links are down below. Or if you want to play on the East Coast, we also have an East Coast server. It's called High Green Run 8. It's a different Discord, but both those links are down below. As we enter main number 1 here, which we're going to use as a sighting. But yeah, feel free to come on and join the Discord. All we're going to have you do before you can join the server is demonstrate to us that you can handle the train, basic operations, basic Run 8, things like naming the train, things that we did here today, you know, but you'll do it on your computer, streaming it through Discord. We'll watch you and determine if you can operate a train safely. We'll get you the correct permissions to join the server. Now, I do have a video in this channel that is Run 8 basic train handling operations, basic train operations. All you gotta do is watch that. I cover many of the things, all and more of the things that we look for in basic train handling for our what do you call it? The now I just lost my train of thought because Fisk, he said, you know, we judge everything, scrutinize everything you do. Well, I simply go, hey, can you move it? Okay. Can you do this? What about this? What about that? It takes about 20-30 minutes depending on how much you're talking about. I did one today and it, you know, was having fun, and so we did about 35 minutes. no problem. He's in their server right as the stream started. So it's not that big of a deal. It's not hard. I am a Depot Plus member as well, as many of you know, and so I just spent 5 hours yesterday on there moving stuff around just for my monthly stuff. But this is my home. Mateo Community Server is my home, where I spend most of my time, and we don't do anything. There's nothing wrong with what the Depot does. They're fantastic. They do the same thing. They do it in a different way. We don't really require as much knowledge as they do. And they're also, they help you through the process there as well. Yeah, Fist made it entertaining. Tech Ride, that's what it's called. So we're gonna get stopped up here, and that means Simulator Sunday is gonna be coming to an end here shortly. So I'm going to start my roll out of here. I hope to see you guys back next Wednesday, or next Wednesday on Twitch. I do a Super Mega Baseball game where I'm commentating, as well as look at the signals up here. This is a green light coming up, so it's an intermediate. But yeah, we'll be back here next Sunday. I had a computer meltdown the day, but I got it fixed in time, so we were able to do Simulator Sunday on Wednesday on Twitch, twitch.tv/KungfuBeer, 5 p.m. Eastern, baseball. Back here next Sunday, 4 p.m. usually, from Simulator Sunday. And with that being said, let me see if I can get this thing, if I can get us out of here with this song. That being said, I hope you guys have a great week. And I'm going to get this train stopped and turn it over to somebody else. You guys have a good one. See you next week. Take care.